Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phallus Basics. My voice seems to be on the mend again. Thank God for that. Alrighty. You ever have where you have a day that starts out just amazingly? It's just everything's amazing. Everything's going great. The compliments are coming in and you're like, of course people are complimenting me. And then it goes to shit really fast. I had that morning this morning. So I hope if you have had a day like that, even though I wanted to go eat all the potato chips in my house and eat things and doom scroll and do all these things, I was like, don't fall into the trap. Don't let it take you out. Even though it literally, my morning kind of had me by the throat. I let a client down, which I'm not going to lie. It has been very rare times that has happened because I was trying to fix the problem and completely forgot to contact the client. So go fucking team. Well, I didn't completely forget. I tried to contact her on my one phone while I was on the phone with my dad. And then it just did not work. So go team. I was on, the one other phone did not go through. It was just kind of a mess. I felt like an asshole. Go team. However, I am going to say this. The sweatshirt that I've been wearing, I Could Deadlift You, has been getting so many starter conversations at the gym lately at Planet Fitness because that's where I'm going right now. It's been epic and amazing. People have literally come asked me twice this morning. This is my great day. If I could deadlift them. And I was like, well, I guess it depends on if you weigh more than what I deadlifted when I was 40. And then they're like, you're 40? And I was like, actually, I'm going to be 43 in a week. And they're like, no, you're not. Two separate conversations, almost identical conversations. And I was like, I'm going to be 40 in a week. And they're 43. They're like, no fucking way. Anyways, come to find out, yes, I could deadlift both of these gentlemen. And it was awesome. So anyways, so that's how my day started out. It was really great. Trained a client I haven't seen because she's been on vacation. Had another client to train this morning. I was just hitting it. I was getting everything done. And then boom, everything took a shit. But here's what I'm going to talk about today. Besides classes in session, we start Monday. If you're not in, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for. I don't know why you feel like you should not be clicking the link in the show notes to sign the fuck up. I don't know. I can't answer that for you. Only you can answer that yourself. I have got a couple questions about it, like if it's for me, are there lessons, all sorts of stuff. This is for any woman that is not consistently strength training. I'm not talking about going to group fitness classes. I'm talking about actual strength training. This is for that woman. My dog is back here. We'll see if he behaves himself. And so if you're not consistently strength training, you're on a GLP-1, you're over the age of 30, really, you need to be in classes in session. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what special invitation you fucking need. But excuse me, Rolo, no. He's trying to go in my bedroom. I should have closed the door. I don't know what special invitation that you need, but here's your special fucking invitation, even though you shouldn't need one. So we are talking about something that I think might be holding you back because I see this quite often, sometimes frequently with women. And this is not being delusional on purpose. We're going to unpack what I'm talking about because I remember if I had to compare, and I don't like to compare because I haven't, even though I gained weight and I'm on my journey of taking it off, I don't like to say I restarted because I actually never stopped the journey. It just shifted for me, right? I remember people thinking I'm nuts, people thinking I'm crazy, people thinking I'm obsessed, people thinking I can't believe you do X, Y, Z. That was a time in life where people saw my habits completely change and shift as to who I used to be. And if I had to be honest, if I'm comparing how I was 10 years ago to how I've been the last 2 to 3 years, I've not been the same kind of Delulu. Okay. I have not been the same kind of on cloud nine, no matter what type of fucking mindset, gonna do it anyways, gonna do it to prove and tell, let me get that thought together. Gonna do it to prove people wrong and just out of spite, even though I'm not a spiteful person. Sometimes it's just fuck you, like, fuck you said I could never do this, or this would never work, whatever the case is. But you're not delusional. You're not delusional, right? You have 1 foot in and you have 1 foot out, and that's what you're like, but I've been trying, but I've been doing all the things, but I've done all the stuff. I've tried everything. No, you haven't. I'm sorry. I love you so fucking much. You've done every fad diet. You've done every group fitness class. You've started every fucking Monday, but you have not literally planted 2 fucking feet inside the door and said, come hell or fucking high water, this is it. I'm done. I'm not looking back. I'm not stopping ever again. This is what it is for the rest of my fucking life. You haven't done that. You haven't done that. And I can easily tell when I have conversations with women, the ones who are in it and are going to get the results, and the ones who are going to struggle, that I might have to try to coax, convince, guide a little bit more, maybe even hold hands, handhold a little bit. You can tell. You can tell, right? So what predicts whether both feet are actually in the fucking door, whether you're in the room, is whether or not you have a foot already kind of coming backwards towards the exit. Like, are you already pretty much like, yeah, I don't know about this, and on your way the fuck out? Okay. I want to be very clear. This type of delusional, the Lulu, whatever you want to call it nowadays, this is what is going to separate the woman who gets results from the woman who wants to just keep yapping about the results that she wants. You're just gonna keep yapping about it. Fucking yappity yap yap. Yappity yap your trap. That's what's happening. Okay? So what we have here is a lot of conversations I start with women are things like, well, I'll really try. I really want this. We'll just can we just do like a month and just like, let's see how it goes. Or like, I really need this time to be different. I want it to be different this time. Like, hopefully it's just going to be different, right? That is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You are half in and half out. Like, I kind of want this, but I'm like, hopefully it works. No, that's just a built-in fucking excuse. That's it. A built-in fucking excuse to give yourself an exit before you even put 2 feet into the fucking door. Well, we'll see. I'll try. I hope it works. No, that's not commitment. We're not committed. We're not all the way in. We're not on the field. You're still in the fucking parking lot parking your car. Right? You're like the person that's like auditioning for commitment. Like, I just need to see if it's worth like the risk first. Like, let me just see if it's a little bit of what I want before I like completely get in there. Like, just like, let me look, just let me dabble. Like, let me dip my big toe in the water. No, because the second that things get hard, overwhelming, life like today hits you in the face and tries to like fucking take you out, your back foot that is already halfway on its way out is planted and ready to run. You're ready to go. And that's what you were already planning for in your brain, because you're like, this ain't going to work. It's never worked for me. I'll try it, but we'll see how it goes. But hopefully it's different, but probably won't be. Right? So a committer is somebody that puts both feet in the fucking room. It's like, okay, no matter what happens, I'm going to fucking figure it out. No matter what comes at me, I'm going to fucking figure it out. No matter what life happens, I'm going to fucking figure it out. Right? Because if I'm going to be super honest, being a person that's realistic, and I'm not talking about realistic in the things that you choose to do on the journey, because those do need to be realistic. Like, what realistically fits in your life? What realistically can you commit to? That's different than I'm going to be delusional about being the biggest, baddest motherfucker on the planet. Nothing's taking me out. Nobody's taking me down. Two separate things. I just want to be really clear here, right? But everybody wants to be realistic. Like, well, I just need to lose 5 to 10 pounds. I just really need to, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's being realistic. I don't even know how to explain it, right? You're not delusional. You're not like, I'm going to get there no matter fucking what. Well, when a hard week comes, when I have to adjust, it's like, what happens? Like, that's what I mean by being realistic, right? Delusional, being delulu about the result that you're going to get isn't about lying about the work that's required. It's just refusing to leave and let your foot be outside of the door, ready to run the fuck away when it's uncomfortable and when it gets hard and when you're scared and when you feel like you have nobody because you're like so delulu, you're on a different fucking level. Right? Because again, this is not being about realistic. It's not being about like get 25,000 steps in a day when you only get 2. That is not what I'm talking about. Be delulu in the outcome. Be delulu in the fact that it doesn't matter what comes your way. You're not stopping. You're not quitting. You're not giving up. Let people think you're fucking crazy. Crazy. Let them think you're nuts. People thought I was fucking nuts. And they're like, well, what are you doing to get these results? Eating my protein? Drinking water? Strength training? Counting my calories? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, and that's it. That's not true, right? So we have to talk about, if we know, because we've lived 1 foot in, 1 foot out for so long, what does it look like when both feet are in, right? When both feet are in, the outcome is not optional. It is not a choice to get to. There is no exit plan to go to. It's just like you're in it and you're fucking in it. I have a few clients who are fucking in it. Fucking in it. Travel, tracking food. Travel, getting movement in. Big life things are happening, still fucking executing. They're fucking delulu. They also see what's happening when they execute, and that's what's keeping them honestly structured and level-headed and focusing and taking care of themselves so that they can take care of other people. Right? We also have clients that are like, hey, life's really big. It's hard. And I'm not saying it's not. It's 2 very different sides of the coin. So you have to talk about the goal like there is not another option. There is not another plan. There's not another choice. There's not another outcome. There's not another there is nothing else. It's like all of a sudden you're falling off of the planet because there's nowhere else to go, because that's the choice at this point. There is nothing else. Right? So the difference also between something like, well, I'm just going to try the challenge. Do you think it's good for me? To understand what it's about is one thing. If you're questioning whether or not you should join classes in session because you're like, well, I don't really like the gym, or I don't really like to work out, but this is probably not for you then. Probably not for you. It's going to require a level of you that you're obviously not ready to step into. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you. Doesn't make you a bad person. And that doesn't bother me at all. I'd rather have somebody who is ready to put 2 feet in than somebody with 1 foot already out, because honestly, you're not helping yourself. I can't help somebody who's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? So have to be very careful about that. And what I mean here is be so delusional, be so cray-cray that there's nothing that you're not ready for, because you know how to shift. You know what to change. You know where to go. You know what to adjust. Because it's not about stopping, because you can't stop. You can't just stop what you're doing. Like I said, I have clients who are traveling, who are taking care of elderly parents, who are going through divorces, who are doing all sorts of things, and they are somehow still managing to fucking move through it all. They are somehow still managing to fucking get results. Because they're fucking committed. They're 2 feet in. They do not have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They have 2 feet planted to the fucking ground, cemented. I was going to say something else, but I left my brain. Okay. And part of this is because when you are realistic, you have failed, quote unquote, so many times. You have restarted so many times that's what you plan for. You're going to plan for the day you fail. You're going to plan for the Monday restart. Realistic people do that. Well, I'm just being realistic. It's how I've always been. It's just what I always know. It's just what's always happened. I've never gotten the results. Delusional people, there is no fail. You can't fail when you're 2 feet in. You can't fail when you're fully committed. You can't fail when there is no exit plan. You can't fail when the outcome is not an option. It's just not a choice. You can't fail, right? It's like failure was never invited into the conversation. It was allowed a seat at the table to have a conversation around. Like, that's what I recall. And I've talked about this story so many times about the quote unquote last time I restarted and I pulled up to the gym. And the only promise I made to myself is whatever you do, you are not stopping. Whatever you do, you are not quitting. You have always quit every other fucking time in your life. This ain't it. It's going to be the time you are not doing it. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable, how embarrassed, how annoyed, how frustrated, how irritated, how angry you get. You're not stopping. You're going to keep going. And that's what I did, because I took failure off the table. I took the option of plan B, C, D, E, F off the table. There is no other option. There is no other plan B. It's just 2 feet in all the way. It's a full send. It's a full send. So, classes in session is a really great place to decide I'm all in. It's going to be the place to practice fucking up, falling down, figuring it out, getting back up, and keep moving forward. It's going to be the place that you get to practice that. It's going to be the place that you get to be all in on yourself. And it doesn't matter what comes, what life happens, anything like that. You can be all in practicing what that looks like every fucking day. Because there's not room for you to be a foot in, a foot out. Really, in anything that I do, I don't like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I kind of talked this a little bit about on what episode was that? Tuesday's episode about my business. Man, the past 3 years, man, if I'm talking to myself about my business right now, girl, you know what I'd have to say to myself? Bitch, you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're being realistic. You are playing small. You are staying safe. If I had to be super fucking transparent, I am not 2 feet in my business. That's a fucking problem. And if I were to just flip the script, and if this podcast was about me and my business and my company and my desires to help women, I'd be like, yeah, I'm kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I don't really have a plan B, but I could figure out a plan B. I could do it. I could just go work for somebody else. I could find a job. Ma'am. Right? So I want you to be very clear. While I'm passionate about this, and I'm not yelling, I'm passionate. I am excited. I am invigorated. I desire to pull you the fuck in, to call you the fuck up, to show you just exactly how fucking capable you are, how amazing you are, how badass you are, how strong you are, how worthy and deserving you are for this. Because you are. And I want you to know that. So I'm passionate, I'm excited, and I'm all the things, right? All right. So 2 feet in, if you're in, join, click the link in the show notes. Classes in session. We start on Monday. On Monday, there's an opportunity for you to get a macro check and a macro information if you want it. It is an upgrade. You don't have to take it. If you already know what your macros are, great. If you're like, hey, I'd love for you to tell me what they're supposed to be, I'd love to do that for you. This is where we're putting all the puzzle pieces together, where we are going to stay fucking 10 toes down in the sand, 2 feet into the door. There is no plan. Be fucking delusional about 30 days of getting the outcome that you desire. Be fucking delusional. Okay, I'll see you in classes in session. Bye.